Warning, the following review of Life is Strange Before the Storm Episode 2 contains spoilers. If you haven't had a chance to play the episode yet, are waiting to play the episode, or haven't even started the series yet because all the episodes aren't out, I advise you guys to turn back now because this review will contain spoilers. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button for me, please. If you're returning, hit that like button. If you're new and returning, hit that notification button so you can always stay up to date with whatever I drop. So with that being said, folks, let's get started with the review. Cue the music. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing episode 2 of Life is Strange Before the Storm for the Xbox One. Let's get started. That's right folks, Life is Strange Before the Storm is back with the second episode entitled Brave New World. The ongoing episodic series picks right up after the adventure that happens between Chloe and Rachel in episode 1. Recapping on what happened in episode 1 and picking up the morning after the fire Rachel starts, episode 2 pits Chloe and Rachel facing the harsh realities of leaving school. Also, episode 2 also intensely goes between the relationships between Chloe and Frank, Chloe and Drew, and the mysterious blonde-haired woman that's been popping up in Life is Strange. My first pro for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that this episode gets intense. There's a lot of choices to be made here that genuinely has a lot of impact. Taking Drew's money to leave him struggling, going into the play to act in, taking the rap for Rachel in the beginning, getting caught with weed by David, making Skip quit his job. Episode 2 comes with some heavy choices. Usually it would take Life is Strange a bit of time to connect with the choices, but right out of the gate you had to choose wisely. It's a pro for me. My next pro for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that the relationship of Chloe and Rachel has been unraveling in a genuine manner and fashion. It feels authentic and natural, not that you're just a friend to Chloe just being strung along for the ride like it was in the first Life is Strange. Chloe and Rachel's bond in a way has been growing and has been shown with Rachel being attracted to the danger that Chloe brings and the healing that Rachel brings for Chloe. It feels natural and well written. It's definitely a pro for me. My next pro for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that the episodes beginning to show what it's all about now, with true character and story developments. We finally get to know who the blonde-haired woman is. We finally get an understanding what Rachel's father was doing. We finally know why Drew's so angry, and we finally begin to understand what the fire truly represents for Rachel. This episode begins to tie up some of the stuff that's needed to tie up in a great manner and really begins to pick up on character and story development. It's a pro for me. My last pro for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that the mystical dreams and signs that play a big part in Life is Strange is handled in a better manner this time around. Chloe's been getting talks from her father, who's been giving her signs, notices, and pointing out key elements that's going to happen in Chloe's life later on. It's handled better as it wasn't just a cloudy sign like it was for Max. Chloe's dreams are more telling and give more fruition of what's to come. It's definitely a pro for me. My first con for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that all the actors still don't sound as convincing as they should be, especially the newer voice for David. David being the one stern and dominant voice of the Price household. The newer guy just doesn't fit the bill when it comes to laying down that type of assertiveness that needs to be there for this kind of character. It's truly hit or miss, and sometimes it's mainly being missed with David's newer voice. It's definitely a con for me. My second con for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that there's a lot of downtime that happens before any of the actual good parts begin to kick in. While they serve a purpose as to how Chloe got this or how Chloe came to that, it's still a whole lot of boredom that generally does not entice the player to continue on. The junkyard scene is too long, the scene when trying to break into the dorms is also longer than it should be, and the scene before the player has a lot of downtime as well. It's definitely a con for me. My last and final con for episode 2 of Before the Storm is that we haven't truly touched any canon stuff that seems to tie into the first season of Life is Strange. The only thing we've gotten so far is the graffiti on the wall from Chloe and how she got her truck, and that's about it. Before the Storm really hasn't attempted to tie in anything that deals with the first season as of yet besides these brief things. It's still a lot missing for canon items from the first season and really hasn't had a tie-in. It's a con. But all in all, episode 2 of Life is Strange Before the Storm is good. It picks up on a more intense storyline that's following up and having much more critical and impactful choices. Also seeing the bond and relationship of Chloe and Rachel deepening into something even greater, even improving on both character and story development to a greater level, and making sure that the mystical dreams and signs are better than the first season and making it even more thoughtful. However, episode 2 of Before the Storm still doesn't have that impact of all its voice actors because a few still sounds off, especially David's voice actor. There's still quite a bit of downtime in the middle of episodes that could be just a bit more interesting if they applied more to it. And lastly, there's still canon stuff that's missing that hasn't been approached yet. But with that being said, I'll be giving Life is Strange Before the Storm Episode 2 Brave New World a 3.5 out of 5. Alright guys, that concludes my review of Life is Strange Before the Storm Episode 2. Be on the lookout because I have many more reviews coming from Shadow Tactics, South Park The Fractured But Whole, Wolfenstein 2, The New Colossus, Ruiner, and many more to come. Now I'm dropping this weekend and this week, so be on the lookout for that as well. Also, because I missed this episode's or this week's episode of the Arcade Cabinet, I will be dropping 2 for 1 in the middle of this week instead because I missed out on this week's episode, so be on the lookout for those as well. Also, we will be approaching Bruising the Backlog, and I do have a special event that I will be talking about in an update video that's coming sooner than you think, so be on the lookout for that as well. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. If you're returning to the channel, hit that like button for me please. New and returning, hit that notification button so you can always stay up to date and in tune on what I'm doing. And that's really about it, guys. So I thank you guys for stopping by. I thank you guys for watching. Well, tune in, turn up, and throw down. I'm out. I thank you guys for watching, and always hit that like and subscribe button. I'm out.